This is Q104 to Roosevelt Island. Next stop, Skillman Avenue and 48th Street. This stop is Skillman Avenue and 48th Street. Next stop, Barnett Avenue and 48th Street. This stop is Barnett Avenue and 48th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 48th Street. Transfers available to Q66. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 48th Street. Next stop, 48th Street and Broadway. This stop is 48th Street and Broadway. Next stop, Broadway and 46th Street. This stop is Broadway and 46th Street. Next stop, Broadway and 44th Street. This stop is Broadway and 44th Street. Next stop, Broadway and 42nd Street. This stop is Broadway and 42nd Street. Next stop, Broadway and Steinway Street. Transfers available to the R train in Q101. This stop is Broadway and Steinway Street. Next stop, Broadway and 37th Street. This stop is Broadway and 37th Street. Next stop, Broadway and 35th Street. This stop is Broadway and 35th Street. Next stop, Broadway and 31st Street. Transfers available to the AND train in Q102. This stop is Broadway and 31st Street. Next stop, Broadway and Crescent Street. This stop is Broadway and Crescent Street. Next stop, Broadway and 21st Street. Transfers available to Q69 and Q100 Limited. This stop is Broadway and 21st Street. Next stop, Broadway and 14th Street. This stop is Broadway and 14th Street. Next stop, Broadway and Vernon Boulevard. Transfers available to Q103. This stop is Broadway and Vernon Boulevard. Next stop, Vernon Boulevard and 34th Avenue. This stop is Vernon Boulevard and 34th Avenue. Next stop, Vernon Boulevard and 36th Avenue. Transfers available to Q102 and Q103. This stop is Vernon Boulevard and 36th Avenue. Next stop, West Road in Roosevelt Island. Transfers available to the F train in Q102. This is Q104 to Roosevelt Island. Please exit through the rear door.